Oh my gosh, there's so many people in chat already. What's going on, guys? I had my back turned to the computer screen because I was trying to make sure I posted everywhere I wanted to post. Hi! What's going on? Alright, we're gonna try to get this finished tonight. You guys were ready. You guys were here and ready to go, man. You knew. You knew it was up, Navigator. What are you doing? Get back in there. What are you doing? What's going on, friendos? Alright, we got Sully, we got Jace, we got Friss, we got Rhea, of course. I got Nezaruk, Mage, Apple. What's going on, friends? So many friends. What's up? Alright, where were we? What were we working on? We were... I think I went up to her, maybe? Nope, I did her already. Oh, I think I was working on the vines, maybe? I don't know. Let's do that. Let's work on the vines. Today was a cool day. Why was today a cool day? Oh, that's awesome, Mage! Ah, congratulations. Hey, I didn't get my, I assume that that's car driving, right? That's a driving learner's permit? Because I didn't get my learner's permit until I was 24. So I've only been driving for a year. So if that is in fact what it is, yeah, okay, I just wanted to make sure. Before I started congratulating you on getting, you know, your your learner's permit in driving, I wanted to make sure it wasn't for something else. I don't know what else it would be for, but you never know. No, that's awesome. You're not that late, I don't think. It's never too late. Never too late. I was scared out of my mind to learn to drive, but it ended up not being so bad once I figured it out. I think the concept of driving was a lot scarier. This is some good cheerful music that we got while we're painting the destruction of a civilization. How was everybody's day today? My day was long and kind of stupid, but I'm here now. I was, sitting on the couch before I started streaming, and my cat has... I remember I was talking about this in the Discord the other day, but I feel like sharing again, because she was doing it again, and it was just really funny. She has discovered the saltwater tank for the first time. Like, I don't know why she wasn't interested in it before, but now she knows it's there, so she keeps sitting there and just watching the fish, and she doesn't, like, do anything aggressive towards them to make me think she might try to get into the tank or anything. Not that she can, but it hasn't become a problem yet, but the shrimp, oh my god, the cleaner shrimp is so excited. Like, the cleaner shrimp could be doing literally anything, and if Shay goes over there to check out the tank, the cleaner shrimp comes right over and just says hello. That little shrimp is so social, it's ridiculous. I just thought I would share that because it was really funny. It's like she knows. Try learning to drive in a traffic-filled city. Yeah, that doesn't sound very fun. I was lucky and I got lots of back roads and stuff. I also, my dad hired a driving instructor for me. I was like scared shitless. I would like cry at the mere thought of driving. And so my dad got me a driving instructor. My mom and dad got me a driving instructor, and I learned from someone. And that helped quite a bit. He was super nice. He had a lot of really good tips, and he was really calm with me when I was driving, so if I started to panic, he would just tell me to pull over and just relax, and once I was ready to go, I could go. Kind of thing. Like, he was really chill. Oh, you know what? I never drew it in. I think it did end up, like, almost completely behind him, though. Because it should go... It would be, like, here? I think it was here. Because it would come down like this, I believe. I think I drew it in and I just forgot to put it back in. Like, I think I added it to the sketch, but I think I forgot then to actually line art it. How's that look? Rip that line. There we go, I can just add it in like that, and then now he's got his tail. I think we did it, and I just forgot to draw it in, so we'll just do this. There you go. Dovetail. And there you are. Now he has a tail. Cover the actual tip of the tail with feathers so it looks funky to have the tip showing as they sprout at the end, not at the literal tip. Oh, yeah, sure. Okay. So it would be kind of like... Maybe one like here, and maybe like... small one here. Even add in a couple more up here just to make it look fuller. Not that one, this one. There we go. That, but on the correct layer. There you go. Yeah, right? Okay, well, that should fix it. Alright, let's go back up here. Did you post an excerpt? Cool, I'll have to check it out. I left work a little bit early today because I had to run some errands. My windshield wipers on my car were all fucked up, so I had to go to Walmart and buy new wipers. I don't know, every time I went to, like, first of all, my car was totally out of windshield wiper fluid, so I couldn't clean my windows at all. But then to, make, insult to injury there, the blades kept smearing, like, salt residue all over the window, so I just couldn't see anything half my ride to work today, and I finally was like, I need to just go and get this taken care of. So I had to go to Walmart, and of course, driving to Walmart in rush hour traffic is not fun, so that was a thing I did today. So I didn't get home till late, and, I haven't really had a chance to check out what you guys have been doing on the Discord today, if you guys have been up to anything, so I didn't see any excerpts or anything yet. Yet is always the optimal word there. And I also, Stop Sign reminded me to do it. I posted the map making kit that I talked about yesterday on the Discord too, so that's up for that's up there for you guys to download from my Google Drive. I had to put it on my Google Drive because it does not fit on Discord, and I could not find the original source file, so I don't know if it's gone or what, but I could not find it on DeviantArt, so I just posted it. Oh, speaking of Stop Sign, hey, what's going on? I was just telling them that you reminded me to go get that map making kit, so. I knew I needed to go get it, I just didn't get a chance to do it. Since I was sitting on the couch watching Iron Fist and just making my own eyes bleed, I figured I might as well grab it. I don't know why I'm doing this to myself. Iron Fist is a terrible show, but I'm watching it anyway, and I don't know why. Because it's complete garbage. Colleen Wing is the best character so far, and that's not... I mean, it's a good thing, but it's also like, oh my god, there's so many other characters and I don't give a shit about any of them. I just want to know what Colleen Wing's up to. That's all I want to know. I just want to watch her beat people up. How's the kit working out for you, Stop Sign? Did you figure out how to use the pieces and stuff? I've never tried to use it on something that's not Photoshop, so I'm curious to know how it's working. Like, I'm pretty sure you can use it on stuff that's not Photoshop, but I've never actually tried it. I actually ended up working on a lot of commission stuff at work today. I know I'm not supposed to. Like, I know I'm supposed to work on work stuff, but it's just, we've reached that point again where a product is on its way out, and most of us are pretty sure it's dead because we can't figure out how to fix it so that our boss likes it. So I just don't want to work on anything for it because I'm pretty sure all that work's gonna go to waste, and I could just be using that time on something else. So I'm fighting with my own... I'm fighting with my own will to live at the moment. So I just don't care. It's hard to care about stuff when they keep throwing it out. Oh, you know what? Cass isn't here for me to call her out by name, but, Cass has given me the answers to all my problems in life. Ridiculous. She was talking with, her viewers this afternoon about, lucid dreaming and, like, different aspects of dreams and stuff. And I asked her and her chat if they had ever had anything like what I sometimes have, where my brain just won't shut down when I'm trying to fall asleep, and so I feel like I'm repeating an action over and over again, and I can't fall asleep because of it. And she was like, immediately like, oh, that's this. You know, I think it was called closed eye hallucinations. She said, she was like, oh, that's what that is. Like, just really casually, like, oh yeah, yeah, obviously that's what that is. Like, she knew immediately. All my problems in life gone, just out the window immediately. Like, totally normal phenomenon. Happens to people. It was like a relief almost. It was like, oh, okay. I have a name for it now. It is a thing. That's a thing that exists, that happens to people sometimes. I got rid of everything except for the continents, the maps, symbols, and types of backgrounds. That works. Yeah. The, yeah, those temporary files, I don't know what those are. For anybody else who, excuse me, who downloads that map kit, it comes with a couple of temporary files made by Mac. I don't know why Macs create them, but every Mac I've ever had has always created them when you put stuff on a flash drive or zip things into a file, so it exists. And I don't know why, but they don't do anything. You can leave them, you can delete them, it doesn't matter. It's up to you. But it's just there's some sort of temporary, or not temporary, like, utility file for Macs. Mac needs them. Probably because it's Mac. And as much as I like my Mac, I know that they do stupid shit with their software sometimes, so I won't pretend like my favorite, you know, I won't pretend like my preferred operating system isn't a big pile of shit, because they're idiots. I like them, but they're idiots. I prefer Macs to PCs by a long shot, but they're still idiots. Everyone's an idiot. Well, hopefully that'll be useful to you. Oh, you know what? That's not a thing. That's this guy. Fixed. So I see a couple of you guys have been hard at work world building. And posting your world building, I should say. Just because you're not posting it doesn't mean you're not working on it, but still, very cool. I also saw some of you were memeing it up. That's, you know, always a noble cause, memeing. Always meme. Maximum meme. Oh look, Binding of Isaac. Bought some graph papers so I could sketch out some stuff for my D&D game. Awesome. Awesome. Is it pretty common for D&D games to use like a physical board and like figures and stuff? I don't know too much about D&D. The only time we ever tried to play it was over Skype, and so we didn't really have a board or anything. We were just kind of almost just role-playing and then using the dice to decide stuff. You guys posed an interesting question from yesterday, and I've been meaning to think about it. I mean, I don't know how many of us could come up with a Space Federation crossover just yet. I don't even know enough about my world to come up with a Space Federation period, not to mention a crossover. But certainly anybody else who is prepared for that is more than welcome. For some of them, for others, it's just imagination. Okay, I was just curious. I've played D&D a total of a single time for like a half hour in my life, so I vaguely know some things about it, but not a whole lot. Expensive to acquire. Gotcha. Gotcha. That's true. Graph paper certainly helps. So, Mage, what was the interesting question that you were meaning to think about? Because I don't remember who posted what, I just remember memes a lot the other day, and that was about it. This will all start to come together once I get to the highlights, and when I get to the, when I get to the line art. As soon as the line art starts to get recolored, then it's gonna start to look cool. Almost got rerun last night on Isaac. Final shot is just one hit and you're dead. I think I finished the first game, but I don't remember what else I did after that. I also never finished her coat. Let me just finish her shirt. It's such a good game. I think I beat the original Binding of Isaac on stream one time. And then I meant to go back and do the redone version with the different graphics. And I guess there's different mechanics probably too. But I meant to go back and play it again. Was it Rebirth? Because I haven't played Afterbirth, so... Have I ever read Pride and Prejudice? No, I have not. I don't read that much, to be honest. That falls under the category of things I don't have time for. I've heard good things about that book, though. I feel like maybe I dodged that book in high school, because our, in 11th grade, we were supposed to read a lot of, like, the classics, like The Great Gatsby, and all those kind of books that they always say are like, oh, you have to read these at some point in your life. And that year was the year that my teacher was like, okay, look, I know you guys are gonna be bored out of your minds reading those, so let's read some contemporary literature instead, and we ended up reading some other stuff like The Kite Runner. So I never really got to read, like, the quote-unquote classics that they always teach you in literature classes. It's a good book, but it's so boring. Yeah. Catcher in the Rye, I missed that. I didn't have to read Catcher in the Rye, because that was the year that, my teacher was just like, you know what, fuck it. I'm gonna do whatever I want. I just happened to get a teacher who was like, you know what, let's just read whatever you guys want to read. Or things that I think you will like, rather. She didn't, like, let us pick the books, or else we would have picked, like, easy shit like Harry Potter, but she let us pick. She, you know, gave us stuff that was, I guess, supposedly a little more interesting. The Kite Runner was really good. To Kill a Mockingbird, I read. And that was, well, okay, I say read very, 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 very loosely, because I started reading it, didn't care, and then, started, not because it wasn't good or anything, or because I wasn't enjoying, like, the meaning behind everything or whatever. I was at a point in my life where I didn't care about reading. So I just skimmed it. I already knew of it. I already knew what it was about and everything, so I wasn't, like, that invested in reading it, because I already knew what it was about. I just didn't care. I've seen the movie adaptation of it, I don't know what year it was, but the older version of it. I don't know if it's ever been remade since, but I did see, you know, I did see the movie adaptation. The old black and white one. I have been doing this commission forever now. Actually, if you add up the hours, it's not that many hours, but since I only work on it once or twice a week, it's been pretty long, yeah. I'm hoping I can get it finished tonight. If everything plays nice and I don't have any difficulty, I should be able to get it finished tonight. Assuming that I don't suck, which, you know, that's a pretty give or take statement there, so. I already made one mistake in this painting by not, separating all the objects out, so it's taking me a little bit longer to clean stuff up, but sometimes it happens and you just gotta roll with it. Yeah, when was this? I've been working on this since before Christmas, at least. I mean, realistically, I could have said no. I could have said, hey, I'm not comfortable doing backgrounds, so no. But, I mean, heck, Kib's been buying my artwork since I started doing commissions. Because he's ridiculous. And so, I figured, hey, I could try to do a background for Kib. I can handle it. Yeah, it's been like November or December. I started it. I've actually lost track of how long it's been since I started working on it. That's how long it's been since I started working on it. You are ridiculous, yes. You. In a good way. Good ridiculous. My kind of ridiculous. I mean ridiculous in the most loving way possible. I still can't figure out why you bought my artwork all the way back then, but, you know, I appreciate it, because I would not have gotten as far as I did without people like you to buy my artwork when it was shitty, so... That's why I call you ridiculous, because you are ridiculous, but it's a good kind of ridiculous, because it was the kind of ridiculous that got me to where I am. Yeah, I've only been working on it on stream. Part of it's because, part of it was because I know it's fun to watch me work on it, but part of it also has been that I just don't have time to work on stuff off stream. And when I do have time to work on stuff off stream, it's like an hour at work, and an hour at work trying to make it look like I'm not working during my lunch break. It makes it hard for me to sit down and actually get any work on done on a piece this big. Like, I've been doing a lot of sketches this week at work during my lunch breaks because I've got a lot of sketch commissions to do. Or, like, starting out a new commission, so that needs a sketch or whatever. And those are really easy to do in a couple minutes at work. You know, I take my lunch break and work on those. But this became something that was so big that I really couldn't work on it unless I had a couple hours to sit down and dedicate to it, like on a stream. So that was part of the reason I started working on it only on stream, but I also did it because I knew you guys did it. It's just nice to have like a solid like hour and a half to 2 hours to just sit down and work on this and not have to worry about anything else. You know, I'm not concerned about my boss looking over my shoulder, wondering why I'm not using my lunch break to work on his work, and oh, who are you working for? Is this another job? Because I don't like it when you guys have other jobs. Like, it's not in our contract that we're not allowed to take other freelance jobs on the side, but my boss, like, finds out you're doing freelance, so, for other companies. I don't think he'd throw as much of a fit about commission work, but, yeah, he definitely would. If he knew I had if I took another freelance job, he would not be happy about that. He got mad at the accounting lady because she was doing spreadsheets for freelance. So that's part of what it was. The first piece that I did. Oh, that's actually not as bad as I remember it being. Oh, stop sign, that's awesome. You got set up to live at college. That's so cool. I bet that's exciting. Do you get is it a dorm? Are you living at a dorm? I had a very unusual college experience in which I rented an actual apartment and lived in a real apartment and paid rent. And it was actually kind of awful because rent. But it was a good learning experience and it was a lot of fun having my own space that was not a dorm. But I had a very unusual college experience in that sense, so because they didn't have dorms at my school, not up until the year after I graduated did they get access to dorms. So we never, like, if you wanted to live in the city, you had to rent an apartment. I discovered Pixlr on our school Chromebooks today, so I did digital arts on the Discord. Oh, cool. I'll have to check that out. Oh, actually, yeah, I did see it. Your little laser gun thing. I didn't get a chance to comment on it, but I did see it. I didn't get home till like 7 o'clock. Needless to say, I did not do good today because I didn't get home till 7 o'clock. So I went to Dairy Queen. That's the kind of day I had. Today was the kind of day where you just stop and get Dairy Queen on the way home, right? Like a block from your house. Kind of like a dorm. Dorm living was awful. I had to share a room with someone for a year and it drove me crazy. I can't imagine getting stuck in a small room like that with somebody for a whole year. I don't know. Like, the nice thing about living in an apartment with a roommate was that, like, we had a 2-bedroom apartment, so we cooked all our meals and stuff together. Like, we always ate together and, like, did grocery shopping and stuff together, but, we never really, like, we didn't share a room. We had our own rooms and our own spaces, so that was really nice, because if we needed to go into, like, you know, have a private conversation with a family member or something, we could just go into our room and do it, and not have to worry about interrupting the other person. I always thought that aspect of living in a dorm would probably have sucked the most, was trying to, like, have a conversation with a family member or play video games or something, and having to worry about not interrupting your roommate. My room in my apartment right now is as big as the dorm. Yikes. Dorms are ridiculously small, too. And I get why they are. It's just, oh my god. Like, a person lives like that. 4 squares next to each other, then add a horizontal rectangle connecting the 4 rooms. Oh, okay. Kind of like a shared common room space. So you have your own, it sounds like you have your own room then, and just like there's like a shared common room for those 4 dorms. My sister's dorm at Penn State was kind of like that. There was 2 rooms connected by like a little hallway, and the bathroom was in the middle of the 2, and then there were 2 beds in each room. So you had like a dorm with technically 4 roommates, but you only had direct connection to one of your roommates. The other ones you had to actually go out in the hallway and knock on their door, but they were like technically connected because they shared a bathroom. Gotcha. That's pretty cool, though. Have you met your roommates yet? Are they cool? That's practically the most fun part, is meeting your roommates or your dorm mates. And then finding out whether or not they're gonna suck or not. Because in some cases, they do. I had a lot more of this done than I thought I did. Now that I'm looking at it. I don't remember getting this much done. I must have, I just don't remember it. I thought I was gonna have to do the shading on everything, but I think I'm actually almost done with the shading, and now I can do like just the blending. I'm confused. Some nice jazzy music over top of the destruction of civilization, again. YouTube Shuffler is picking some strange choices tonight. What's going on with that? Oh, okay. You said you were getting set up for a dorm, so I didn't know if that meant you actually got to go and look at the dorm and see who you're rooming with. I met my roommate for college, like, 3 months before I actually moved into the apartment with her, because we had, like, a meetup to find roommates, and she and I clicked pretty good, so we, you know, we went and checked out apartments in the city together that day, but we didn't actually, it's not like we didn't meet till the day we moved in, you know? We knew who the other person was right away. So I didn't know if maybe you had gotten to meet your roommates while you were there, or if you were gonna you're meeting them later. Well, that's exciting. Oh no, mage. Sometimes it takes a little while. You know, I can't remember how long it took for me to get a reply back from mine, but I remember it was a long time. I was stressing about it all senior year. And then, of course, you know, that moment strikes where, you know, you hear back from them, you get the yes, and then you don't want to do anything. Then suddenly you no longer care about anything. Life is meaningless. Fuck school. Who cares? Oh wow, someone wants you to do homework? Fuck that. Okay. Yeah. Alright. Look pretty good. The soft jazzy music is appropriate. Yeah, I'm glad I never had to deal with dorms either. Earplugs, shower sandals. Oh, Jesus. Trash bags, 3 necessary items for dorm life. Yikes. Living in dorms your first year was great because it forced you to socialize and meet people. Sully, what are you modding?
Peggy 18.
Oh, I remember the Dead Island trailer, yep. Sully, you're not a mod. You're not allowed to mod. You have to be a model to be allowed to mod. What are you modding? This is Ria's. Riarkra's commission. Oh! I completely misread that comment. I'm so sorry. I read more related to the Discord itself, and I thought you were talking about our Discord, and I was like, wait, how are you doing mod things? You're not a mod. Like, genuinely just because, like, wait, but how? I don't know anything about Discord. Why is this happening? Like, how? Wait, how? Why? But okay, sorry, I completely misunderstood what you were saying. So what is GTSRL IRL channel? What does that acronym stand for? Because I've never heard of that, and that sounds exciting. I'm still very new to the whole Discord thing, so when people tell me, like, Discord can do a thing or is able to do a thing, I'm like, wait, what? Discord? What is Discord? Aw, alright, see you later, stop sign. Have a good night. Yep, maybe see you guys tomorrow. See you tomorrow. I gotta see what's going on with the fam bam, on, game night, because, it sounds like we might be going back to our regular Fridays off schedule, and I need to confirm that with them exactly, because I can't keep, not, like, I could use Friday to stream if we're not gonna do Fridays for games, you know? Oh, Gran Turismo. Oh, cool. That's the game you've been racing for, right? I don't know very many racing games, so I didn't know what that was. That's so cool. Well, congrats on becoming a mod. Maybe someday when this channel needs more mods, we'll get some more mods, but right now I think we're pretty stocked up on mods. Have you had a race recently? We came to that one, I think, but I haven't been able to catch one since then. Because of all that work, that stupid work thing. Wish I could just do everything with you guys all the time, but gotta do that dumb work thing. Let's unhide, actually. Still, that's pretty cool. We'll have to keep an eye out for Mondays then. Maybe a couple of us could come and cheer you on. Most of the time I have no idea what's happening, but, you know, I can be supportive. Boy, the shuffle thing likes Binding of Isaac today. Alright, let's go a little bit easier on these guys now. I'm like a supportive mom. I don't know what you're doing, honey, but you're doing good. Like classic stereotypical, just oh okay, you have fun. It's fun to watch, it's just I don't know anything about Gran Turismo, so it doesn't make any sense to me, like, on a technical standpoint. I'm just like, oh, look, they're going fast. Oh, look, that person's in first. Like, I don't have enough knowledge of the game to get excited by, like, you know, people doing a thing. You know, if you do, like, a special, you know, turn or whatever, I don't know how to get excited about it, because I don't know what's going on, but... That's cool. Binding of Isaac music is so good. It's so ominous. I don't know, I love it. It's so good. I do need to play a few racing games. A few racing games that are not Mario Kart, I should say. Oh, hey, hang on now. Not all of it, just a little bit of it. Well, let's knock that opacity down. 40, just to get those shadows back a little bit. There we go. Okay. I think that should do it for softening. I might just select these. Just put a little bit of extra soften on them. On their arms and stuff, but I think for the most part, that's it for highlights. Touch. Okay. So now we get to do highlights. Ridge Racer 5 or Ridge Racer Type 4. Arcadey, but also aren't crazy stupid Mario Kart. Mario Kart is great. It is crazy and stupid, but Mario Kart. Oh, here, let's do these before I forget about them. Well, yeah. Like a little different. So, I've never done windows like this before, but thought I might try it, and it looks pretty cool. You're driving cars, not carts, and they're made by Namco. It's a little different, yeah. A little bit different, I would say. Does overlay change it? Yes, it does. I'm gonna keep overlay for those. Okay. Now let's do some highlights. I'm gonna use this color, actually. I really like this yellow, and I think this yellow is gonna look really good on, like, edges of buildings and stuff. I need to find a better way to make this less sloppy, though. Because I spent a lot of time on this one and a lot of time on mages cleaning up edges because they didn't come out clean. And there were a lot of gaps and stuff. I want to try to maybe find a solution for that doesn't require me to, like, take precision accuracy when I'm drawing. Otherwise, it would take me 16 years to finish this instead of, like, 16 days. How about anybody else? Anybody else been playing anything interesting lately? Any cool video games you guys have been up to? AGD has consumed my life a little bit this week, too. Divinity? I think I've heard of that. Breath of the Wild practically non-stop. I have that game. I need to play it. I actually need to take my Switch out of its box and play it. I know to some of you, the fact that I haven't even looked at it yet is complete blasphemy, but I also haven't been home that much, so, you know, rip me, right? Dust and Elysian. I heard Dust is really good. One of my favorite indie composers actually did the music for it, I believe. Or did, like, fan work for it, which is pretty cool. Modless for Skyrim that won't crash your computer. You're doing it the smart way. I flooded my game with mods, and that's why it doesn't work now. Impossible to keep up with all the mods. I learned from that experience, though, and now my modded 3DS does not, now my modded 3DS doesn't have as many trouble with mods because I knew what not to do. I want to play Divinity, but I still haven't gotten it. Mostly playing Binding of Isaac, PS3, and WoW. Still on WoW, huh? I'm always constantly amazed that WoW is still alive. I mean, like, obviously it is, but I don't know. I just think it's crazy that it hasn't died by now. You would think that it being as old as it is, it would eventually die, but nope. It's still kicking. WoW is a turtle. It's kind of unreal. My dad and my sister and I got to witness the death of a MMO a few months ago. We were playing Marvel Heroes Omega by Gazillion Entertainment, and they went under. And so we actually were playing the game on the closing night, trying to finish the story so we could figure out what the storyline was before it, you know, died forever, which was kind of wild. Because there were so many people around being like, yeah, wow, this is the end of it. I don't know how long it was around for, though. It certainly wasn't as eternal and immortal as WoW. Damn good game. I found it rather easy, though. Might have to replay it on harder difficulty next time. I'm guessing you're talking about Divinity. I'm gonna go on a limb and guess that's what you're talking about. Hit the save key because my cat is on the move. She's laying on her blanket. Alright. Anytime that cat gets up, I panic. Because it's like, please don't sit on the keyboard, please don't sit on the keyboard, please don't sit on the keyboard. This one's pretty detail heavy, so I don't need to go as like on a smaller piece with less other details, I would go a little bit more in depth on highlights and stuff, but since this is a big piece with a lot to look at, I don't think it will hurt it too much to not have as fine details on everything. Like on a standalone piece, I would probably try to give like the shadows on the characters a little bit of like geometric shapes or whatever, but I think they'll just get lost on a piece big. I'll see. I'm gonna just do really simple highlights and then come back. I'll just zoom out and look at it and see if I think it needs a little something extra. You end up getting to a point with some artwork where you physically can't put any more detail into it without it looking messy. Oh, Dust. Gotcha. The Dust was good, but you want to play it on harder difficulty next time. Gotcha. I understand. One thing I do want to do is I do want to go back through and all the windows that I put highlights on, I want to actually clean. But not yet. I'm going to do the first. There's a lot of things I have not played yet. Since we made this like a sunset, sunrise kind of look, we get to play with the lighting a lot, which is pretty fun. Speaking of games that were supposed to be good that I've never played, this game, the songs from Hat in Time. I heard that's supposed to be really good, but I haven't actually played it. I watch a lot of YouTubers because it's easy for me to watch like a Let's Play while I work on something else. So I kind of get the experience of playing the game without actually doing it myself, and having to take up my own time to do it, but sometimes it is nice to play a game yourself. You know, sometimes it is. Some games you really do need to have your own experience with it. For little stupid shit, or like games I know I wouldn't enjoy playing myself, like, you know, Five Nights at Freddy's. You know, that's just not that game's too meme-ish for me to want to play it, but it's kind of fun to watch other people play it, or like to watch theories about it, because the lore's sort of interesting in a little bit of a superficial way, so... Yeah, like that sounds like the kind of thing that... Hey. Peace. Lay down. Have this whole blanket. Get comfy, please. Yeah. Sorry, I got distracted by... Makes me nervous because whenever she lays on the keyboard, it's like she always immediately hits the pause button. Like, really specifically, or the off button. She always hits specifically the off button. She can't hit any other keys. It's always the power button. It's weird. But yeah, playing a game like I've heard of Divinity. I probably wouldn't watch somebody play that. Just like Breath of the Wild, I haven't watched anybody play that. Because I don't think I would get the same experience, but for like little stupid games that I normally don't mind watching players. Or games that can have multiple experiences, like more like inventory management games. Like if I were to pick one up later down the line, I might have a different experience from them based on my choices. So like, I kind of have a general idea of what types of games are good for viewing and which ones are good for actually playing. To be honest, I actually end up watching a lot of Vinesauce just playing really shitty games. Those are pretty fun. Okay, well, you guys are earning coins again, and I don't know why, but you're earning coins, so that's good, I guess. Also, Jesus Christ. I love Vinesauce. His laugh is delightful. Yeah, I just watch Vinesauce play shit games. That's why it frustrates me when I meet, like, indie developers and stuff. Like, I've met a couple indie developers in my time, and they don't understand, like, the basic rules of how to make a video game, and I'm like, just go watch Vinesauce play shitty indie games for a little while. And then you will understand. Like, there is a level of standard and quality that you need to meet, unless you are going for a specific look for your game. Not that Vinesauce is the end-all be-all of like game reviews, because he's certainly not, but it just, you can see right away the kind of games that are just not the thing. Oh, I love all cats. Thank you for the follow and welcome to the Axie stack. I'm glad you love all cats because my cat's pretty great. Okay. Hey, check this out. It looks like a real piece of artwork, maybe. Okay, next step. Almost done, guys. Actually, we're almost there. Flip that to that. Yeah, if you're interested, we got a Discord. We like friends. We need friends. We're lonely. There's 34 of us, but we're lonely. Trust us. Just trust us and join the Discord. We're not that lonely, but we like friends. Ah! We've been raided. I think we've been raided. Or have we been hosted? I don't know. Hi! Hit a Cass! Sneaking up. Sneaking in. Check it out. We're almost done. I'm coloring in some stuff. Oh! Formus! What's up, friend? It me. It me and the rest of the Axie stack. What's going on, guys? You just finished up streaming? Hey, and it's Echo. What's going on, friends? Wow, you brought all the friends. Yeah, we're getting highlights and things in. You can see that we're almost done because my computer's lagging the fuck out. My computer's like, okay, you have too many layers. It is time to stop. So, we're just coloring in a couple windows just to make it look like people maybe lived here at one point, and then that's it. And then it's done. Yes, almost done. I think it is almost there. I think I vaguely remember Formus saying he didn't want to join it. He or she. I just assumed your gender. Sorry. Formus was not interested in Discords, which is sad because Cass's Discord and my Discord are pretty great. But you know, you don't want to do it. You don't gotta do it. We got some pretty cool Discord nonsense going on. Except then you'll get sucked under and then you'll never be able to escape us, and that's, I think, maybe what you're attempting to avoid. Is us taking you. It's like Facebook, you somehow get addicted to seeing what stuff is on there. Yeah. Kib's not, like, in the process of preparing information for the next one. Kib already has the information for the next one. I guarantee you Kib already knows what the next commission is. I'm sort of an introvert in real life, in the sense that after I hang out with people, I need to go take a nap. People make me tired. I enjoy hanging out with other people, and that's why Discord's such a good, and streaming is such a good thing for me, because I can kind of focus on doing my own thing while I talk to you guys, and it's not like a lot of pressure. But if I go out and hang out with friends for like a couple hours, like the other day, we went out playing Pokemon Go, a friend of work and I went out and played Pokemon Go for like 3 hours. By the time we were done, and we were just driving around chatting. Like, we weren't, like, walking or anything. We were just driving to different parks and then, like, walking to a stop if we couldn't get it from the car or whatever. But, like, we didn't do anything. But after being in the car just talking to her for, like, 3 hours, I was so tired. And it wasn't her, it was just, I just, that's the kind of person I am. So I feel that. Social hermit. I told you, since he's known about the sketch phase for this one. Already ready for the next one. Maybe something with the kids this time instead, though. Maybe something smaller. That won't take me 7 weeks. Yeah! That looks cool as shit. Okay. Outer glow? Yes, please. Real light. Not that big. Softerness? Nope. Softer yet. A little bit. Automod. Why did you... Shush, Automod. Stop that. I got it. You know when you talked about 50 Shades? Someone said 50 Shades of Formness in reply to my messages. That's beautiful. It's not unreasonable to get tired from long social interactions. Happen to me all the time, but I wouldn't call myself an introvert necessarily because of that. It's sort of, that gay shit. Yep. Well, I mean, that's textbook introvert, though. I have more extroverted traits, I think, now that I'm a little bit older, but that is a very, introverted quality, is to get exhausted after you spend a lot of time with people. Sweet. Okay, last thing. Here we go, guys. The last part. The final countdown. Oh, actually, you know what? I did pretty good with the line weight. That might be all I need. Alright, let's grab... Oh, stop. Bad. No, bad. Come down here. Stop that. Guy up here. That was all I had for people in the scene. Small ones back there, but you can't see them. Hey, Rise, what's going on? Hey. Wow, so many friends tonight. I did so good with the line weight that I actually don't think I have to do that much at all. Gay lizard stuff must get drawn. Hey, I'm in. I'm up for it. Talking animals and half human, some kind of huge plants world. I'm gonna butcher this, but basically what it is that these... Can you not lay on my keyboard, please? You're kind of an asshole. You're cute, though. Yeah, basically... Yeah, I'm gonna butcher this. These guys, this is their city, and they're big on plants, and then the plants take over, and... So the plants are destroying their city currently. And that's the gist of it. Is that the first time you've heard the cat? Oh, she's been all over the desk today. I don't know what is up with her today, but she is just squirrely as hell. Okay, let's do the check. Yikes. Oh, Rise, that's awesome! You got your emote. That's so sweet. Oh, let's add an adjustment layer. Adjustment layer. Brightness and contrast. No, not black. Yes, black and white. Wait, hang on. Adjustment layer. Brightness and contrast. Oh, yeah. Okay. More bright. More contrast. No, not that much more. Just a little more. This is gonna look garbage when I... Oh, actually, that doesn't look like garbage. Cool. How much better that looks when you put the brightness and contrast layer on. Of course, this became a lot more bright and lively and a lot less death and gloom, but... There's actually, now that I'm looking at it like this, though, there is one more thing to do. Tab is it? It's one of these tabs. Is this less bright? No, same bright. Do beautiful in a sad way. Forest take over everywhere. I grossly oversimplified, so you know. Oh, I'm glad you like it, and you can thank Kib for this. Yeah, there's always a chat delay, Formus. You're always gonna get a delay. It's really unfortunate, but I had a snowflake brush somewhere that I actually use a lot for ash. Let me see if I can find it. Add a brush? How to add brush. Import brush. A snow. This will work much better than I did. Oh, that's a fun new pane. I don't like that very much, but sure. Listen to this happy music as I as I draw this. Great. Blur. I should just type up your explanation and just stick it next to the next to the stream, just like pop it in there. Okay, and last thing. Last thing, I promise, for real this time. Let's adjust the color of this a little bit. I like the black, actually. I thought like white, like dirt, but the black's kind of cool. Everything's the last thing. Yep, it's always the last thing. Does that speak to you on a spiritual level? Because it speaks to me on a spiritual level. You know what's a great tool? This copy tool. It's good for when you forget to do things and need to do it later. And we'll just turn it down a little bit. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm okay with that. Something's still bugging me a little bit. We need to turn that down. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Okay. Last thing. Everything's the last thing, you're right. Actual last step, though, is to take... This is the final step of everything, so this is the real last step, is to take my textures and stick it on. Texture. Texture. Start new overlay. Jesus fucking Christ. Not quite so high, and not quite so high. No, I do. Still. Query on the middle building. Yes. And I will answer your query. Although, I think I see what you're about to ask me. Oh, okay. Please. Oh yeah, yep, I knew exactly what you were gonna ask me. Yes, that should be darker. As I zoomed out and was looking at it, I was like, that doesn't seem quite right. I feel like that could work if I did it the right way, but I didn't do it the right way, so... Where am I? The hardest part is deciding when you're done. And it doesn't feel done yet. Makes me think of apocalypse, like everything genetically changed in humans mixed with other animal DNA. Finished not perfect or something. Yeah, right. Yeah, it should be. Now as I was fiddling with that at the end there, I was thinking there was one other thing I wanted. I want to try this. I'm not going to keep it if it doesn't look good, but I want to try this. I want to knock down the saturation a little bit. That much. Just a little. This is actually fun to do just in general, just to mess with the sliders. But I don't want to change. Okay. That was all I want to know. I wanted to see if making it saturated helped any, but it doesn't, so... Walls of text are fine for the chat. It's just I don't want you guys posting them in general chat because it just takes up everything. It's not even I want you guys doing it, it's more convenient if people can just go to another tab to look at it. Okay, I think I am prepared to call that finished. Except now I have to... So fun fact, you guys are going to get, for the first couple months, you're going to get me actually signing things by hand. I know, crazy. But that is because I never made myself a new brush, so... Beautiful. Hey, I finished it right on time, too. Oh my gosh, Rayerker's been working on this since forever. Alright. Hey, there you go. There's the perfect music to go with this. Yep. Hooray, it's done. I don't know, like, I guess, are you guys happy with it? Something doesn't feel gloomy enough about it. I guess I'm being picky about my own artwork. I feel like it should be sadder, but I don't know how to do that. Sometimes blue helps me. No, don't merge visible. Don't merge visible. Stop that. Wanted to delete that. Make the art sadder. The colors are very warm at the moment, so it feels sort of welcoming, but it's not supposed to be. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm overthinking it. I'm happy with it. I think it looks really good. It just didn't... It doesn't have the color palette I pictured when I was doing it, and I'm happy with how the color palette came out. It just wasn't what I thought of at the beginning. I could do wounds. The plants are thorny, after all. That's a really quick edit. Oh, it's... That. Alright, Cass, see you later. You streaming tomorrow? I'll try to catch you. Have a little tear in her shirt. I know I gotta go to bed and all that, but like, it's so close to done. I need something, in my opinion. I, who am very picky about my art, it needs something. It's gonna be really hard to see any kind of scarring on him, though. Because he's so, like, bright. So orange already. Make it in the white space, then? That would be the smart thing to do, wouldn't it? don't know if that's a vital organ, but it's there now. Turning that down way down, by the way. That's not going to be quite as dark as it is. I don't know. Just a little extra something, I guess. Okay. I'm prepared to call this done. Don't like that one under his arm. Hang on. I'm not prepared to call this done yet. One under his arm looks stupid. Just on their faces. Okay. Done for real. Putting the pen down. The stylus is going on the table. The stylus is on the table. We're done. I forgot the Batman silhouette. I did. Oh, hey, Drakadin. It is a city being destroyed by vines. And now it's done. Because I put the pen down. Except I had to pick it up again to zoom out. But now it's done. Plant pest problems. Hashtag pest problems. Alright, how big is this? This is 22 by 14, so if you want to get it printed, that's how big it is. It's not as big as it could. What's the city called? Plants terrorizing people, yes. Peg? I save you one large JPEG. I know that's not how it's pronounced. Just ignore me, I'm being stupid. I'm tired. Okay, that's fine. I just named it Protodrasks, because that's what it is. Oh, okay, well, alright. You not sit on my mouse, please? Such a pain in the ass. Stop that. Aubrielle! Yay! Hey, you made it! What's going on? JPEGs are sometimes shittier, and PNGs can have, yes. Actually, I should probably say, shouldn't I? Rip. Well, I'll save you one of each. I probably won't be able to, like, send them, but... Yeah, JPEGs usually are a little bit shittier quality, but they're good for online, and I usually actually send you guys PNG, so I don't know why I saved that as a JPEG. I am going to, image set. I am going to save you a small version, though, for in your gallery that's not quite as monstrous, so that you can put it online. I could email them to you. Let's see what this is. Skype. The other one. The not Skype. In my experience, JPEGs cannot have transparent background and they're a little bit shittier quality. But that's why they're good for putting online, because they don't press as much. Have you? I think I usually send... Oh, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I don't remember. I mean, if you guys, I keep all the files for everything. I never throw anything out. So if you guys ever have trouble with a file, like if you're trying to get it printed and it's not coming out at a good quality, just hit me up and I will fix it. Because I keep literally everything. I never throw anything out. Art streams or baking shows? I like baking shows a lot. I like... Even if it's food that I probably wouldn't myself eat, I love watching baking shows. I'm ridiculous like that. You are missing out on baking shows. They're great. Alright, Mereneth, go have fun playing WoW things. I'm gonna close up the stream in a moment here. Have you always gotten JPEGs? I don't know. Where'd you get your ideas from? My head. That's a good answer. That was an almost dessert pun, though, so that was pretty enjoyable. Alright, well, finally, after, what is it now? I believe 7 weeks, this is finally done. So, I will send these to you over Skype when I am done here. And we'll be good to go. And of course, no one is streaming for us to go raid, so... Rip. Overdose. Did I say Skype? I meant Discord. Derp. Ah! Rucker, you broke me. Broke me. Alright, anybody got any friends that need raiding? Anybody need a excellent dose of Axie stack goodness? Aubriel, you'll have to catch us another night, because unfortunately I have to go to bed, because it's nighttime, and I have to sleep and things. Yeah. So, anybody have any friends that want to do a thing, that need a thing? Scroll through, Formus isn't interested in Discords, but we're gonna convince you one of these days. I am scrolling through the creative tag looking for somebody. Loveless is playing a custom Doom map set called 50 Shades of Greytail. You know what? That is relevant to my day. So, make a baking show? Yes. Done. Loveless is great. On our way. Loveless is about to get a heaping helping of Axie stack in their life. Okay. Well, with that, I'm going to go to bed. I will be back tomorrow. We're going to do Ori and the Blind Forest tomorrow, since I didn't do it today, but Riarkra had to go to work tomorrow, so I figured we'd finish up his commission while he was here, and we'll do Ori and the Blind Forest later on. So, yeah. So, unfortunately, the night is over. It's time to go to bed, but hopefully we'll get back to some art this weekend, so have a good night, guys, and let's head over to Loveless. You guys want to come sneak on into the chat with me. Good night, guys. See you later. Thank you so much, MTX. Good night, Mage. Good night, Apple. Good night, Formus. Good night, Nezaruk, MTX. Good night, Aubriel. See you guys. Good night, Riarkra, of course. We'll see you guys later.